Nope. Alrighty, moving on to updates from council, if there are any.
Nope.
Updates, alrighty. No items on the consent agenda. We have two discussion items. Our first discussion item is regarding a mural in the town. We'll have Ms. Bain, that'll be here to give a presentation next week. Any questions, comments on that beforehand?
And she's got a good summary of
She does,
what she's proposing to do, what she wants, or what she's asking for as far as the town assisting with the project, and didn't go into as much about applying for a grant from the Community Foundation in Henderson County, I think through the Fletcher Fund, which is money that's always in there for Fletcher projects. So we may want to see if she brings that up or ask her about that. But it's not too onerous what they're asking for from the town, just support, the location, the property owner. Some installation help, so that, I'll have to check with Public Works if that would be an issue, but I don't think so.
Sounds good. Anything else added, on? Alrighty, moving on. Next week, we'll have our public hearing on the proposed budget for next fiscal year. Manager, we got anything on that ahead?
You know, the only thing that's changed, and I've emailed you the particulars on it, we got our last set of values. It went up by, I don't remember the exact amount of how many millions, it was like 6 or 7 million, something like that. So the new values are just at, where are they at? Thought I had it, I jotted that down here.
25,000 or something.
Yeah, 1.954 million was our last set, and we won't get another one between now and you hopefully, you know, adopting next week, but went up a little bit. We're at 10.5 million for the total budget. Advertised Wednesday, last Wednesday. We haven't gotten any comments or anything yet, so, you know, we have to advertise it for 10 days. So if we get anything of substance, I'll let you know. And then, of course, someone could show up and if they want to speak or comment on it at the public hearing. But so far, it's been pretty quiet. You know, we got, again, the 1.5 cent increase, all towards Fletcher Fire and Rescue, so. And I communicated to the chief what the additional revenues would be with that last set of values. So that's, Chief Griffin knows that, so. And we're kind of good to go, you know, depending on how things go next Monday night. And I'll have that brief PowerPoint.
Right.
So, yeah.
Sounds good.
Oh, and I got the copies of the, had Christine make copies of the budget message. I know I emailed it to you, but if you want a hard copy, you've got that here.
It was well done.
Oh, thanks.
All right, any other questions, comments on that? All righty, moving on to your town manager's report.
Okay, not a lot of stuff here. Sorry, thought I put my list in here, and I may not have. Yeah, this is one of the items, I'm trying to recall, just off the top of my head, I didn't have my list here in front of me. The street resurfacing is all done out in Livingston Farms on our 2 roads out there. It looks really good. If you get a chance to go out there and see that, I don't think we're going to have many punch list items on it, so that's good to go. The other thing I wanted to mention, I forwarded you all a letter about that, about the rail project. Yep, and you got a copy of it there. The governor's got funding in his proposed budget for FY27. It's matched, that has to go with federal funding. They're trying to reopen, you know, the rail line between Asheville going out to Salisbury, and then try and bring on other areas around here. Why to Salisbury? It's because that's like the hub then that gets into the greater current rail passenger network that, you can get on in different parts across the southeast in the US.
This is existing railroads.
Yeah, yes, yeah, yeah. So.
We've discussed it a little in the MPO.
Yeah, because this came from the MPO, yeah.
So,
If y'all are comfortable, we can
I'm
sign some
comfortable with it.
version of it, so
Yeah,
just,
do it on the consent.
okay,
It's already existing railroads there and everything, so. it's
okay.
just-
Yeah, we can put something on consent about approving that,
I think logistically, it's gonna be something more for Asheville to
yeah.
Yeah,
deal
I don't
with,
think
with
it
the
really.
hub stopping there for now.
So we'll put something on, I'll give you something
Okay,
for
sure.
consent on that.
Maybe a date to close out the budget hearing? This sort of stuff.
Yeah,
That's a
I'll
good
mention
question.
something, Christine said about date for the, yeah, we
Budget
have to do our
closeout.
budget closeout, I'll bring that up next
Oh, yeah.
week, I guess we need to look
Okay.
at some dates for the, that closeout meeting we do for the fiscal year, it's usually like the last week of June.
Yep.
So we'll look at that, I apologize, I just
That's all
printed
good,
that, I
yeah.
just printed that out, and I didn't have it here with, I mean, I can run back and, yeah, it's okay. The last thing I had on there, I just remember it, everything on there now, off the top of my head. Last thing was, we met with a developer group last week, they're called Impeccable Development, that Retail Strategies brought to us. They've done mostly commercial retail development in North Carolina and South Carolina. Gave them all the pertinent information about vision, et cetera, on the project, and they're gonna take that back. We followed up with some other documents, and we'll see. And of course, we explained with Lewis Real Estate Group, and I'm gonna be having a conversation hopefully here soon. I know they've been kind of sidetracked with the Costco thing, but, I need to know they're working on this.
Yeah.
We're also going to be moving to a little more prominent place on our website, the story map, that kind of tells, it's something, I think I talked to you all about it, you'd seen it, that Tyler
well done.
Worrell
Yeah,
had
it looks
worked
good.
on, yeah. And it's just another marketing tool, we want to put it in a more prominent way to get that out there. But, yeah, I'll be talking to Martin Lewis and talking about next steps, hopefully some type of
See how
commitment or
serious.
letter of intent. Are they ready to keep moving on this? We did let the MPO know about the express design, about the traffic improvements. I'm having Tyler follow up with them. Is there anything else we need to be doing to
Push that along.
officially submit it, keep that moving along, what's the timeline? So that was kind of it on Town Center. I was gonna put it on the list here, but it could potentially wait till July. But the last thing I was gonna talk about, the stormwater grant program, we got an application in, and I'm setting up the committee meeting, which is, it's myself, Jabo, and Trevor, who serve on the committee. And I was trying to kind of get that in quick, to look at that, to potentially put on next Monday, but we may need to wait a little longer. They've only had one quote from a contractor in there for the proposed work. We may not want to bring it back for council approval until we know they have some other quotes, and we had a little firmed up on what the final dollar amount is for the grant application request. But we just got a full application in. So we're getting a little more interest, we're getting more calls on it.
Is that something that would be available to the Stafford Crossing folks after our quasi judicial meeting and the problems that they keep bringing up that they're having, just on normal day-to-day rains?
Not, I guess I'm gonna say it depends, but not really, because it's been much easier to define the project if it's on a lot, like a single-family
Yeah.
home property. I guess it could be an undeveloped lot that's about to be, that's got stormwater. But when we're getting into like multifamily complexes, we've kind of stayed away from
No,
that.
that's fine.
Yeah, I actually had a call
So I don't know if up in
from,
Brickton Village have asked about it too.
yes, they have, and that's, but we've told them. I mean, it's not to say the program couldn't evolve in some form or fashion. I got a call from the property management company for Stafford Hills, and it was about, whatever the creek waterway that runs through there, that was stopped up, and it was inquiring about the grant program. I said, it really doesn't address a big common area within a multifamily development, but I did reach out to the county about, is there any of the FEMA, because they're, the management company, I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember the gentleman's name,
Phil.
that contacted me. Yeah, his name, first name was Phil Lavezzo, I think his last name.
I used to deal with him a lot. He rents the rooms out for his meetings and everything.
Okay,
Real
so,
nice guy.
yeah, so, and he's the realty firm that does management of the Stafford Hills. He mentioned some debris or buildup in that stream, and I said, well, I'll contact the county. Then I also contacted Soil and Water Conservation, and it may be a long shot for them to help, but they're gonna go out and, because the county's Soil and Water Conservation Office, does some stream, mostly like stream enhancement projects or like stream banks, but they have gotten involved with stream enhancement stuff where there's clearing. So I've got someone from there that's gonna go out and look at it, and then the county has transitioned to working with the state and any of their stream clearing that maybe would get funded, so I've contacted them about any potential help, but that's kind of where we're at with it. So, yep. I think that was it.
All righty, any questions for Mark? Any other business, council? All righty, is there a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion?
Any motion?
Second.
Jim, second. There we go. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? We are adjourned.
Yeah.
Last meeting was a little tough.
Huh.